Okay, how's everyone doing here? How's everyone doing? Had just about on time this week. I'm like maybe 10-15 minutes more might have done it, but we got it done. That's the important thing. We got all of this news junk done. I should be good to go and to record shortly here. I'm just fixing a couple things that are remaining that I didn't do quite yet. Where's live studio? Does that go there? Yeah, there it is. Love to see that. How's everyone doing? Onega, Zane, Savo. If anyone caught my, literally insane stream I had for the opening of the Tower of Karazhan, well, that happened. That's all I could say about that. If you are new to this little thing I do, I try to have a weekly news broadcast. That's what this is. I put on my news suspenders. I have a script that is largely gathered from my radio broadcast. I add some new stuff in, change some other stuff, and I have visuals for all of you to enjoy. What I do here is I do a live reading of the news, like you would in a news studio, because I have this RP that I am just too deep into at this point to even know what's real and what's not. Then I take that and I chop it up later and throw it into the video channel for people that can't watch it and don't want to watch me blather on for minutes at a time talking about how unfair the world is to elemental shaman. And that's the show. Yeah. So that's it. If you have any questions or anything like that, I will have a. Excuse me. Usually when I'm done recording, or between segments, you can ask questions and stuff like that. I'll get stuff to you. Of course, rogues are whining. We're great at whining. What are you talking about? I didn't have Audacity open. I need to do that. Making sure it's catching my voice. It is lovely. The things I do for the production value, you guys will never understand. Output. I can't change that. Interesting. Okay. That's fine. Without further ado, we're gonna get started. Is the background music okay for you guys? It's a little light on my side, but I think my headset turned down a little bit. Hello, Ricky. All right. So we'll be jumping in here momentarily. Let me get my water. Also, I was thinking about this. I'll ask you guys just in case you have any particular opinion. Okay, I don't need headphones for this. I like when I'm playing and stuff, I don't want to hear what's happening in game. I totally do. But I don't think I've ever been on stream without headphones. Does it throw you guys off? I don't know if it's gonna throw me off. I record a lot of times without headphones because I just have a speaker in front of me, but when I do that, I feel more like a news anchor, so I think I'm gonna do that. My head looks smaller. Yeah, well, that is how that works, Evan. Okay. And Icy says he doesn't even notice, so I'm gonna go without. But I'm assuming the background music is okay. If there is any issue, just let me know and I'll change it. All right. Let me get the start. Oh, you know what? No, because I forgot to do something. Let's see if I can. I have the news ticker, and last time I did the news ticker, I forgot to activate it, and I'm not going to do that again. Once I remember where it is. No, not that one. All right, that's the old one. As I take 10 minutes every week to change it up. And it's silly that I don't update it. Okay, there's that. All right, and Look at that. And we have an up-to-date news ticker. Now I look like a real production. I need to move you guys up just a smidge. And I'm even going to remember my... Oh, does this one still say top? This one probably doesn't say top news. Okay, I'm going to fix that. All the others should be good, though. Top news. Okay, and do these other ones work? Market watch. Bulletin. Changelog. You're a little off center there, buddy. Sorry. Just imagine being married to me, knowing that I'm this much of a perfectionist about really stupid stuff. Vrograg is a saint. Okay, we're good. Zane, I have many opinions about that, by the way. I will jump in on you on that later, I guarantee. I have a lot of things to say about that. I don't love the Northern server. What are you talking about? Ricky, how could you? That's a, well, I don't play as much Turtle WoW as I should. That much I will agree with you on. Okay, getting recording started. Start recording there and start recording here. 3, 2, 1, and mark. Okay. and we're just sending it, boys. We're sending it. Oh, how quick is my news scroller? Not bad. Is it too slow, though? We'll see. Last time I did this, my news, the scroll was too slow. And so it seemed like I was having a stroke as I was reading the news, I swear. Hello, everyone. Ricky, I don't even play on Telbim, truth be told. Like, I barely ever do. All right. Let's get right into top news, everyone. All right, that is... I'm addressing... You know, this mic placement's a little weird for me, but I'm going to work with it. I got a new mic stand. I like it, but at times it's not the best. Getting rid of that. I thought it'd be more set up. It's the mic stand that's throwing me off. And I promise if everyone's well behaved, I have a surprise for you. And it's about my eventual transformation into Vrograg, where I take the disguise off. But remind me, because I'll forget to say anything about it. Hebix, I'll tell you after. Let me at least get through the top news. Okay, and... Welcome to the weekly live broadcast of Turtle WoW News with Vrograg. I'm your news anchor orc, Vrograg Fishslayer, here to bring you all the top server news for the week of April 8th, 2025. I'm the orc, and here's the news. Top news this week, the Tower of Karazhan has finally released. Oh, this is... I have to start from the top. Now it's going too quick. Of course. Man. Getting this speed just right is such a pain. Give that 27. We'll try 20. No, 20's too slow. Okay, well. How's that look? False start. False. That one didn't count. That was just me checking. Okay, that's good. Yeah, exactly. It's the warm-up. The teeth, toes, tooth, and the lips. The teeth, toes, tooth, and the lips. I am not a professional. Oh, I need to make sure I'm clicked over here because I wasn't. Welcome to the weekly live broadcast of Turtle WoW News with Vrograg. I'm your news anchor orc Vrograg Fishler, here to bring you all the top server news for the week of April 8, 2025. I'm the orc, and here's the news. Top news this week, it's finally here, the Tower of Karazhan 40-man raid instance. Though the community had to wait 4 months for the raid that was initially planned for December, players from around the world have started ascending the hazardous halls of Karazhan. Nearly a week on as of the writing of this script, and still the raid has not been cleared. Many of those who have tested their raid team's mettle in the new difficulty tier of raid have remarked about its difficulty from both a mechanics and numbers point of view. Fortunately, the difficulty has not been so high as to prevent any progression. The most recent reports are claiming that the frontrunners in the race for Turtle WoW's first full clear are only as far as the 4th boss, with no clear indication of exactly how many yet remain. Here at the news, we will only, for the foreseeable future, speak in broad terms so as to not spoil anything for those wishing for the mysteries of Azeroth to be revealed to them. In truth, this raid is truly unique in that it offers a full vanilla-like raid experience without the hand-holding that many of the add-ons currently do give players with their predetermined add-ons. Okay, all right. That one was better, but it was still too quick. All right, I guess it's not 20. Let's try. I need like. I could tell during the entire thing I was reading way too quickly. The problem is that I can't really show you the teleprompter because it's going through the teleprompter. But every time I do use this application, it like resets settings, and then it will even change text size. So I can't just get up and go. Hello, Mr. Rogers. All right, take three. This time for sure. No, I didn't, Hebix. I was just complaining about how my teleprompter is having issues because it keeps changing speed on me. Oh, I need to get to the right slide again. All right, this time for sure, for real. Welcome to the weekly live broadcast of Turtle WoW News with Vrograg. I'm your news anchor orc Vrograg Fishler, here to bring you all the top server news for the week of April 8th, 2025. I'm the orc, and here's the news. Top news this week, it's finally here, the Tower of Karazhan 40-man raid instance. Though the community had to wait 4 months for the raid that was initially planned for December, players from around the world have started ascending the hazardous halls of Karazhan. Nearly a week on as of the writing of this news script, and still the raid has not been cleared. Many of those who have tested their raid team's mettle in the new difficulty tier of raid have remarked about its difficulty from both a mechanics and a number point of view. Fortunately, the difficulty has not been so high as to prevent any progression. The most recent reports are claiming that the frontrunners in the race for Turtle WoW's first full clear are only as far as the 4th boss, with no clear indication of exactly how many yet remain. Here at the news, we will, for the foreseeable future, try to speak about news coming from the tower in such a way as to not spoil anything for those wishing for the mysteries of Azeroth to be revealed to them as they happen. In truth, this raid is a truly unique experience that offers a full vanilla-like raid experience without all the hand-holding that many of the older raids have long since had. This is a great opportunity to see a raid completely blind, much like the teams used to do 20 years ago. For those that wish to spoil the surprise that the tower has for them, there are many Discord threads and resources out there for what little is already known. And while not much is likely to drastically change with the new encounters found in the raids, there have been a handful of last-minute bug fixes put in place as guilds have started to make progress, so make sure to keep in touch with any notes and announcements from the team about the raids. For those of you curious about the race to see who will clear the Tower of Karazhan first, we'll be touching on that in the community bulletin segment, so stay tuned. And not to be outdone, Turtle WoW welcomed in a new community with the opening of the South Seas realm based in Lima, Peru. Official sources have cited that a concurrent user record of 9,500 players populated the new server over the last weekend. The launch went smoothly with no lag issues, hardware holding them up, and most other utilities not having an issue. There were some minimal issues with the launch, the two biggest being that the primary quest helper add-on for Turtle WoW, PF Quest, had no localization attributed to it, and there were lingering issues with the launcher. The prior led to many not even getting to notice all the fine work that the SA team did to painstakingly translate the many custom Turtle WoW quests, and the former causing headaches during the initial phases of the launch. Fortunately, these have been identified and are currently being ironed out. Before I wrap up top news, I would like to personally thank the support and developer staff for their many sleepless nights last week in trying to see a new raid and a new realm spring to life. I firsthand saw the sleep deprivation and patch madness take hold on the team to all ensure that the community got a quality experience. You are a credit to the project, and keep up the good work. That is all we have for top news this week. Next up, we have Market Watch. Okay, I do pause between segments. I still think it's like a smidge too quick. Alright, we got there. I still got it. Speed's at 18. We're gonna... What about like a gentleman 16? Of course it's on a tablet, so it's tiny. Okay, I think we got it. I think that might be the one. Icy Grills, you'd be surprised. Exactly, Ricardin. I heard really good things about the launch. It's a shame about the PF Quest issue, but we can get into that more later, but I've really only heard good things about the launch. That's good, Evan. I was having trouble keeping up with the script on my teleprompter, so. All right. Okay, Market Watch, here we go. Here we go, Market Watch. Gotta think gold. Welcome to Market Watch for this week. I'm your market analyst, Vrograg Fishlayer. All our data is gathered from numbers provided by WoWauctions.net, the industry leader in auction house reports. I throw it all together to make indexes of various market sectors, as well as the S&V 200, an index of the 200 biggest and most influential commodities in the economy. So, let's get to the markets. And just a quick note on the new South Seas realm that opened this week. WoWauctions.net is not yet scanning your realm, but I have sent inquiries to those in charge to hopefully aid in getting your new auction house economy some data to work off of in the future. The Telebim S&V 200 indexes were a mixed bag this week. The Horde dropped 10 silver this week and finished at 4 gold 6, while the Alliance jumped 60 silver in the same period and closed at 5 gold 41. Trend lines indicate the Horde market might have some more room to fall in the coming week, while the Alliance is trending steady. For Nordinar, the Merged Auction House Index grew a modest 4% and closed at 8 gold 61. With the arrival of the new raid, we'll want to check in on certain items that were subject to previous speculation and see what changes might have occurred since. Right in the crosshairs of the new raiding interest is Dreamfoil. Across the board, Dreamfoil has been on the rise. On Telebim, both Horde and Alliance show signs that it is starting to grow in value, though it is much more pronounced on Nordinar. In the last month alone, Dreamfoil has jumped in price from 74 silver to having periods over 1 gold apiece. For Nordinar specifically, there are compounding factors. Not only is it needed for many consumables, but the fact that it comparatively drops less than other herbs in lasher farms means it is growing in scarcity. Since December of 2023, this price point has only ever been achieved once, in the summer of 2024, right before the grand economy changes that sent herb prices on a downward spiral. It might even be time for the team to review its stance on this ever-growing scarcity concern. One other item, subject to pre- and now post-raid release price growth, has been Mooncloth. For Telebim, Horde, the growth this month was less substantial, but started at 16 gold and ended at 22, whereas the Alliance started at sub 14 and has grown higher than the Horde to 24 gold. These are pretty big price jumps for Telebim, where price points are not very common this high. For Northernar, Mooncloth this month grew 42%, up to 28 gold 85. Right now, tailors are using their Mooncloth cooldowns and making a mint. Fortunately, Mooncloth is a commodity with a very long history of being tracked here at MarketWatch, and according to the data from as far back as May of 2023, we are seeing some of the highest prices for Mooncloth in MarketWatch history. So all I can say is, tailors, get your bag while the getting is good. Before we wrap up MarketWatch, we'll check in on the price of shell coins. Last week there was server downtime for the March 31st data point, but as soon as things were back up, I was able to fill in the missing data and add this week's most recent price point as well. Northernar shell coin is at 24 and 6 and stayed flat, only up 1/3% in the last month. Telebim closed this week at 11 gold 92 and is showing strong appreciation, up an impressive 9.8% in the last month. As always, I advise against buying into the shell game of shell coin, but I suppose nothing risked is nothing gained. That's all we have from MarketWatch. I hope you found some of the information here useful. Make sure to use wowauctions.net for all of your own market research. Remember to keep an eye on your coin, otherwise someone else will for you. Now, let's check out the community bulletin. One take. Come on. They don't build them like me. Yeah, Hebix. I do a radio program, and I do like the live news. I have like machinima news I've done before too. So yes, you've definitely heard me. I'm quite a loudmouth, and I don't know when to stop talking. It is a curse and a blessing. Thank you for listening. Oh geez, it's still scrolling. I still think it was too quick. No, that's good. Oh, no, don't do that. All right, we'll try at that price. Speed. Been with Nixium yet? That'd be a cool fit. I did also, for anyone looking for it, I did a pre-recorded radio show with Nixium, if you know who Nixium is, called Pardon the Pummel. It was hosted by Dan. It's sort of like a back and forth. It's not meant to be like an argumentative show, but also I don't really know Nixium very well, but we did do it's essentially a podcast. You can listen to it on the Everlook Radio broadcast YouTube station. It's just there. They got posted recently. You should go check it out and show support for me or Nixium. I think it's a great program, so definitely check it out. My only niggling concern was I think the music was mixed in too loud, but that's not your fault. All right, we're gonna do a community bulletin here. All right. Here is this week's community bulletin, a posting in celebration of player-made achievements and goings-ons in the Turtle community. Let's see what the players have been up to. Dozens of teams throughout the Turtle WoW network have undertaken the challenge of progressing through the Tower of Karazhan, and we all are in the midst for a race for world first clear of the raid. In these early days of the race, thanks to there being no public test realm, all the teams are vying for the vaunted first clear have had to figure out every single encounter firsthand. There is no guide, no strategy, just dozens of guess and check attempts to see a modicum of progress. Information about what team is in the lead for each server is a bit scattered at the moment. Oftentimes, frontrunners will not wish their progress to be shared to prevent strategies from leaking, though many GMs have been peeking in to check and make sure that the boss encounters are being fought fairly. Nevertheless, as of the day of the writing of this script, the furthest any team has gotten is in the 4th boss of the Upper Karazhan raid. I don't want to share any names as of yet in deference to those that don't want anything spoiled. Leaders from the SEA server are the only ones I've been made aware of that have the 4th boss down. The teams include the guilds Booty Bay, Sandslayer, and Until the End of the World from Ravenstorm, and the guild We Are Pests from the aptly named Karazhan server. From Nordinar, and apologies if I miss any names and teams, Hard Knock Society and Weird Vibes have progressed beyond the 3rd boss, and on Telebim, the guild Error has down 2 bosses. It is still early days for raid progress, and more reliable information will be coming in the next few weeks. But one thing is for sure, it might be a while until we see any team conquer the Tower of Karazhan, and gain the vaunted title for doing so. Good luck to all the raid teams, and have fun. Breaking news, this came in while writing the script. There are several small tweaks being made to the raid itself. The complete list is posted in server announcements in the main Turtle Discord. There is already some speculation that these changes are going to impact certain strategies that were used to make previous progress for those who tried this last week. With raid reset just around the corner, who knows what might happen in the race to come. Oh, and one final note about this, evidently the Tower of Karazhan has given the community 2,123 full raid wipes and 87,000 and more player deaths as of the posting of this by Jamie. The Turtle community is, if nothing, certainly persistent. In other fascinating community news, as of the day of the writing of this script, a recent live DJ show hosted by Shiel actually maxed out the radio server. This is one of the first times anything like this has ever happened in the community and marks a milestone for the level of quality entertainment, music, and community interaction for the radio. Radio listeners are advised, if you're ever having trouble listening in, to switch to the other channel on your radio dial, which is just a repeater station for the radio and helps smooth internet traffic out a bit during times of big audience numbers. If you missed the big event, DJ Shiel reached out to the news station and has informed me that a VOD of the big party is available for your viewing pleasure. Links will be provided in the description of the video. Of course, there is always more going on in your community, in the roleplay and PvP world. The best way to stay plugged in is to check out the event channel over in the main Turtlewide Discord, where listings for all kinds of fun happenings can be found. There are already postings for this week, so make sure to check it out. That's all we have for this week's Community Bulletin. As always, keep an eye out on the event channel to keep on top of any fun and exciting new events happening in your community. Now, let's take a look at the changelog roundup for this week. Again, another one-take Jake. I can't be stopped. So Suave, if you listen to what I said apologies if I get one wrong. No one has like a master, the Turtle team does have a master list, but it is so dense with information, I need to figure out a new coding program to get into it, and I don't even know if I can even share that. Doesn't matter. No one's gotten beyond boss 4. You're fine, Suave. I knew the second I'm gonna get something wrong. I need to tell people I'm gonna get something wrong. And I'm like, I guarantee you the second after I say it, people are gonna be like, oh, you didn't know this. I'm like, I know I didn't. And actually, if you look at the slide, at the bottom, Promise, I'll look harder next week. I'm sorry. I'm only one orc. Alright, let me get ready. We're going to take this home. Another one take, I can feel it coming on. Not enough smorking? Yeah, that is on me. We have 2 changelogs to skim through for the development of Turtle 2.0 and Unreal Azeroth, and then we'll switch over to the normal weekly live server changelog for the week. First, let's see how Unreal Azeroth is coming along with this week's changelog roundup. This week, we have 2 Unreal Azeroth changelogs to go over, one from March 29th and the other one from April 6th. Last week, news was kind of crazy, so we're catching back up on a handful of changes posted by Cenarius. As always, I went ahead to ask for some clarification so I can bring the news to you. Even though there are 2 logs, they are one of them is much smaller than the other. It turns out that the developers are humans and desire things like vacation and the ability to not suffer burnout. Enjoy the time off, devs. I hope you come back refreshed and ready to tackle Cenarius' grand plan. During this break, the UA team continued from previous work done on what is known as the Glue XML, or the UI holding together the login and character selection screen for the project. Functionality was added to the Glue to allow server alert messages, renaming of characters, and a host of other features for realm selection. While Cenarius has been close-lipped about when any internal testing might be available, I do personally find it interesting that this part of the project is getting work right now, as it would seem a logical step in allowing testing, but then again, I'm just a news orc, and I could be way off base. Also mentioned in the changelog were various methods of teleport and transport within the game. From a player perspective, these things seem rudimentary, but the original vanilla client, which Unreal Azeroth is based off of, had many minute differences in how moving around the world works. Here in the log, there is reference to what is known as a far teleport, and this means a few things, but simply put, if a player goes from one map to another through teleporting, that is considered a far teleport. This could include teleporting to different maps and dungeons, or as far as a taxi service like the Gnome Tram or Goblin Zeppelins. Hopefully these tests go well, because nothing is worse than getting teleported incorrectly and falling through the world. I am also quite intrigued about a mention of water material. My assumption would be that this would be a novel way of having light refraction work underwater, but Cenarius assures me this modern mode only feature will be actually a whole new material and not just a lighting feature. As an avid fisher in WoW, my curiosity is quite piqued. And finally, there was work on a launcher for the Unreal Azeroth project. Those playing Turtle WoW lately have just started getting used to the quality of life features that Haxor's dedicated launcher offers for such an old game. Unreal Azeroth's version is only a work in project, but did rouse my curiosity for maybe being related to Turtle WoW's version. Cenarius kindly disabused me of this notion. For one, creating a separate launcher entirely from Turtle WoW is a prudent security measure. Furthermore, Unreal Azeroth is a separate project. Turtle WoW 2.0 will be using Unreal Azeroth's platform, but other projects will be able to use the same platform to perhaps host and run their own creative vanilla WoW projects. It certainly is fun to think about what people might be able to cook up in the future. Alright, that's all we had for this week's check-in with the Unreal Azeroth team. Now let's check out the changes coming to the live server. This week, we'll be looking at the changelog from April 1st, which was double-checked for any lingering jokes. So let's check the changelog that came out alongside the Tower of Karazhan patch. Shamans of various tribes came together recently, noticing the winds of change blowing in the direction of the Tower of Karazhan. The whisperings of corruption spread like tendrils through the ground, and as such, many were dispatched to look into the matter. However, on the journey there, some noticed that the primal call for bloodlust they bestow on their allies was somewhat subdued by the magical instability nearby. There was a ritual performed by some of the journeying shamans outside of the Tower of Karazhan to rectify this weakening of bloodlust, and now it seems to be applying 20% melee and spell haste once again, now that the elements are appeased. To celebrate the occasion, a particularly happy water elemental lord bestowed an old totem relic with some new powers, which are still being understood. More on that as it becomes available. Rogues, well known for their mastery in melee combat, have recently been training in new ways to extend their deadly killing power from afar. To this end, rogues have begun trying to just throw bladed objects at their quarry when they run away. But often, getting away from a rogue means the tide of combat is about to swing against them. To work against that, rogues have even tried using poison blades to hit their target when thrown. However, it seemed that the trademarked deadly, agitating, and instant poison would not work in certain circumstances when delivered with a thrown weapon, despite training in thrown weapon specialization. A gnome rogue recently discovered that agitating and instant poisons were so watery that a thrown weapon would leak the poison all over the battleground and not into the intended target. That same gnome has spread word about a binding agent that helps the poison stick to the thrown edge and still deliver the poisonous payload. If it will change a rogue's chances at range still remains to be seen. In one of the more humorous stories following the patch, requiring a quick bug fix, was players joining PvP realms seemingly being able to pick up the War Mode glyph when they created a new character. War Mode, of course, is designed as a more challenging mode for players on a PvE realm because they are always exposed to higher level players who could flag up at any moment. Telebim, meanwhile, has a baked-in bonus to experience progression, so the War Mode glyph is redundant, and following the bug fix, those clever tricksters who tried to double dip had the glyph removed. And finally, the Pet Rockstar title was removed from the game. Word came out that some players might have gained a title without even knowing it for having an odd pet known as the Pet Rock. The Pet Rockstar title was actually intended for a certain high-ranking Turtle team member as an inside joke, but when the joke was discovered, the title was quickly removed from the game. However, there is a little more that meets the eye to the Pet Rock nowadays. Anyone with it actually can summon a fully fleshed out Pet Rock from their collection, whereas before it was just a bag buddy. Enjoy time with your new friends, denizens of Turtle WoW. That completes the changelog for last week. This week's changelog may be out soon, so make sure to check it out so you can keep on top of all the latest adjustments coming to Turtle WoW. That is all the time we have for today's broadcast. I've been Vrograg Fishlayer. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, make sure to subscribe and like the video. I air these live broadcasts on Tuesday around 4 to 5 o'clock EST, so if you'd like to watch as the news is made, be sure to drop by. Until next time, be good to one another and stay informed, because the deadliest weapon is knowledge. Another one-take Jake. Can I even be stopped? That's a trick question. No, I can't. Recording's done. Now we can play. Hold on, let me get the headset back on. I want to hear the vibes. Oh no, my hit. Okay, there it is. Just give me a second. I have to move my camera. Don't worry, I'm still here. And then I'll start reading chat. Oh, don't fall. Oh, that is falling. Oh no. It's okay, I'm still alive. Also, I'm gonna get Mandalore and let him out. I shut him in because he knows when I'm streaming and he tries to be loud to get more food. Okay. Oh wait, that's not the right one. No, not that one. There it is. Okay. Shagu, what's up? Hey everyone, say hi to Shagu. Shagu, the myth, the legend, the man himself. He has graced us with his presence. Shagu, by the way, I do know about the whole debacle with the SA server. I did mention it briefly. No shade thrown at you. I know you did your part, and it was an oversight, I think, by the team. I will gladly throw the team under the bus. But I was only bummed because the localization team for... Hold on, let me just see that. Is that... No. The localization team for the South America server, they did a great job. They put a lot of hours in, and I was just so sad to hear that a bunch of people are using Quest Helper and just ignored all of that work. Is Atlas wrong? Is Atlas loot wrong, or Kara 40 added 0 new healer weapons? I don't know. Guys, I'm genuine. I'm trying not to just spoil everything. I do believe in there being like enjoyment and value in discovering things. Like, obviously, I run with a raid team, right? We're still looking at data that's coming in, but I'm trying to not actively think about it. Does that make sense? Shago, I know you did. You're fine. Like I said, there was no shade thrown at you. Dominar, let me get actually to that slide so I can better, right. So right here. So, I've been talking to Scenarios, as you probably know, and, he gives me updates on like what they've been up to. So they have designed a launcher for Unreal Azeroth, which conceivably would be the launcher that Turtle 2.0 would use. They might also make a custom version. It depends. But what we know is that Turtle 2.0 will have a launcher, which is, I think, interesting because Scenarios has been like absolutely insane about getting everything like vanilla that he possibly can. And then he uses a launcher. I'm like, well, vanilla didn't have a launcher like that. Bruno says, "Sup, Vrog. I found a funny thing on Broodlord Mandicure, which cost my warlock's life." I'm sorry. Ricardin, I want you to know that Shagu definitely has the power. It's the team needs to give him the tools to use his power. By the way, the team has a lot on their plate. So this isn't like they're just sitting back doing nothing. They're totally working on stuff. I think this is just one of those things where you have everything set up and this just slipped through the cracks. I do want to say though, whether you're from Nord, you're on South Seas, whatever it is, I did try installing the most recent launcher. There was an update on it. It seems to work really well. It doesn't make as much of a fuss about all my custom DLLs I have. I still use vanilla tweaks, which means I still have to update the exe, but that's an extra step. Only I do that. Other people do too, but you don't have to think about that. Oh man, I left the top news title up the whole time. Man. Wait, that isn't Q&A. Hold on. There you go. Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear what Shagu's saying? It's going to take a while, and that's okay, right? It's okay if something takes a while. I'll tell you what everyone here can do. Shagu, if you don't like cringe, you're about to get a bunch. So just strap in. This is the vaunted page of our friend Shagu. He has a lot going on in his life right now. He's going to get around to it. But you know what you could do? You can click this little button, and you can thank him. You can thank him for his work. Because guess what? He's not a turtle team. He's not getting paid. If he has to do like code contributions that like the team like literally says like, we need you to do this, he might get paid in that respect. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. If you like Shagu's work, think about it. If you have the resources, don't give money to me. Give it to Shagu. In fact, I'm gonna have the week of Shagu, where you're not allowed to give me Prime. You're not allowed to do a super chat until you've thrown a couple shekels Shagu's way. Bruno Lich says, turns out Broodlord, I'm assuming, with Warlock only, kills them whenever they cast Agony Corruption during Gaze. Yeah, I can see that. Haxer said, oh, by the way, hi Haxer. I was talking about you today because I was talking about launchers. Shagu, I only learn from the best. You're one of the goats, man. I wish I could always be as mellow as you seem to be. I'm always so high strung. And like, let's be honest, at the end of the day, what do? I just talk to a bunch of people and then talk at you. What am I really providing you with? I'm just a shortcut to information. Shagu, I wouldn't have been able to play raiding if I didn't have your add-ons. I probably wouldn't even want to finish leveling. When I think about that, totally worth. Nicholas, Shagu, do you need help translating? So, Nicholas, I don't want to speak for Shagu here. All the translations are done. Here's the issue. The Quest Helper add-on needs to point to the new quests with the new translations. It only has the English localization on it. But yeah, if anyone... Yeah, Shagu, if you just want to like crowdsource people from my from my stream chat, by all means. So hold on, Haxer, I wanna get into this statement you made. You said, "Did you know you don't have to use anything apart from the launcher now, right?" What do you mean? That's not true. Because I have vanilla tweaks. So I actually do have to go in there and tweak it again. But yes, largely that is true. I would love to show off the launcher more, but I'm always like a little paranoid that like because the thing is the launcher always has your has your account name on it. I do not want that. You know what? Melik Dare, I don't even know, and at this point, I'm afraid to change anything. Honestly, I think Shagu Tweaks does most of what Vanilla Tweaks does. I don't even know. What I do know is that it's almost like a ritual. Tweaks are all in the launcher. They even were in the previous one. Yeah. I mean, it's a file I've had around since 2022. You know, it's like it's like an old friend. Oh, let me see if I can do this. Launch. No. Oh, wait a minute. I can show off the launcher. You know why? Because it puts asterisks in my name. Hey, there it is. I think you guys can see that. I wonder if I can make it bigger again and have it do that weird trick it used to do. Haxer, you remember the one. That was so fun. What I'm really excited about, though, is that I think I can more easily... I have to make an account for South Seas, but once I do that, I can use the launcher to bounce back and forth. Other fun fact, you can listen to the radio right here, too. Hola, Jose. Muy bien. I'm the Green Gringo Orc. I'm trying. I thank you for the follow, Nia Kostash. I have I've always loved the international feel and vibe of Northernar. So I'm always very patient with people when English isn't their first language, of course. I have no room to say anything. I can only speak English, so I'm not going to get on my high horse on anyone. But I've just been so pumped about South Seas, just because I don't see any corporations saying, hey guys, you know what's like a big market? South America. That's where we need to focus anything on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so happy that the Turtle team said, like, there's a good audience here. Maybe we should do more for them. Jimbo, I know that means where is the library? In hours? How is the population across factions? Melik, so we have a number of servers. Which one are you speaking of? Yeah, Rex, exactly. If you're talking about EU, I would say it's about, I want to say like 60-40, I think, in Alliance favor. Dragon Zika, that's a very hard number to know. Because a lot of Southeast Asia's, their servers, they're air gapped for a lot of us, because we would have to like get a whole different client and then launch over there. That's something that the team might know. So there's like a couple Southeast Asia servers. There's Northernar, Telebim, and now South Seas. And it really depends based on the hour. So I got some insights about South Seas as well. There's actually a decent contingent of, believe it or not, European Spanish speakers who are playing over there. So what they would consider like nighttime or very early hours, there's actually people on EU playing there. So, you know, like at any given time, the populations can vary wildly. Right now, Dragon, I don't know. I generally, I think the people from, I'll let the people from those servers speak up. I do know the peak for South Seas recently was just shy of 10,000, which is just absolutely crazy. I'm surprised the server held up. Have I said enough about how well I think the Turtle team did? Because that's massive. But with the SA server launch in Lima, Peru, last time, do you think it could be possible for North Americans to have their server with proper data centers? It's possible. I know like U.S. West Coast and Canadian West Coast, they get pretty bad ping because they got to go all the way across America and then to Europe. The problem is like the jurisdiction. Like the closer you get to the U.S., the more they get more like nitpicky about their copyright laws. So exactly, Rex. Yeah, it's a shame too because, well, like think about this for instance. Do you think Blizzard would ever care about the South American gaming community as much as Turtle WoW has? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Zika, I would say, just to try to answer you, like if I logged on right now, Nord probably has somewhere between 4 and 8K on. Telebim probably has like around 1K. I have no idea about the SEA servers, but I know they're popping. And South Seas, it's South Seas is new, so it's gonna vary. Yeah, I love how, like, here's the thing that kills me. Blizzard doesn't have to do much. They just have to, like, they have to show, like, this much that they care. Like, you're a $1 billion company. You're owned by Microsoft. You can't afford GMs. There is a couple Russian babushkas. I'm borrowing Aklix's joke. There's a couple of Russian babushkas and some college dropouts that are doing a better job than the entirety of Blizzard for a community. I do not understand. How can you fumble that bad? Really, Nicholas? That's... Like, I do think that Blizzard has every right to protect their intellectual property, but they just do not care about the community. And the thing is, part of the product is the community. Zane, it is widely speculated and probably true. Also vice versa. No. Yeah, exactly, Jose. I don't think it's happening. Hey, Lizzie Babs. Hope you're doing well. Hope your nudity has been fun. So... Do you guys want to play some Turtle WoW? We've talked a lot about Turtle WoW. Maybe we could play some of it. I have something I need to do on my mage. Exactly, Rex. I know, gasp. The game? What is this? Haxer, that is depressingly true. But, my current, my crew, my Blackwing Guard crew, they have been, progging, aka throwing their face against a cement wall in Kara. We've been looking at team comp and stuff like that, and I'm feeling the slow, steady hand of like, Vrograg, you should bring your mage, like gently on my back, just like right on the back of my neck. It's not a push, it's not a shove, but it's just like an urging. I do well on my elemental shaman, but if I do that well on an elemental shaman, my raid leaders and officers are probably looking at that going like, imagine if he was actually doing that on a good class. I love casters though, Lizzie Babs, is true. The fact that I did rogue at all, complete outlier for me. Gnarl Moon support group reported in, yeah. Also, generally, obviously, if you guys want to talk in more obtuse ways about the raid, that's completely fine. But at least for like first couple weeks or two, let's try not to spoil things for people that might want to discover it for themselves. Just out of respect for those people. Getting to see a raid that no one knows anything about is a special thing that can't really be replicated. So I want to give them as much time as they might be able to take. Rex, I did combat and I tanked Vesuvius and Patchwork. We could talk about that later. Really? You went for vampirism, huh? Oh, Onega, no, your PC died? Sorry, I gotta boot up the old... I gotta boot up the game. Hold on, I don't know where my Bitwarden's gonna show up. Oh, okay, it's in the safe spot. Oh, by the way, I know everything right now has been like chatting, catching up all the... Can I just talk about how insane Thursday was? Like, I had like 1,000+ people watching me at the same time. What? I love all you guys. That's great. If you were there, thank you. If you weren't, thank you. There was too many people there. It was the first time that I couldn't keep up with chat. Like, I just couldn't watch chat at times because there's too much being said. But that reminds me, I have something to show you guys. Because in full transparency, anytime I get any favorable treatment by the team, I want to be transparent about it. I want to let you guys know about it, and I because that's important to me. But Torta felt much like Shagu here, who said that stream was wonderful. I thought it was wonderful too, but Torta, I guess, was over the moon, and she did a thing to me. I did not consent. In that I wasn't asked, it just happened. In fact, when I was done streaming, I had a message from my wife and Torta, both trying to get my attention to say, can you log on for a second? Because Torta also knows Murog and was messaging Murog to message me. So let's just take a quick glance at what that is. I am absolutely spoiled by this community. Yeah, anytime Shagu, you say like I'm going overboard, I'm too nice. Like, I get it. Like, people are way too nice to me, I feel. So I got to take all that niceness and put it somewhere. Sorry for the slow roll on this. I'm getting there. I'll go to the gameplay. Gameplay works. Let's go. Hey, there it is. Oh. I'm turning now. By the way, I streamed 8 hours. Believe it or not, some of the custom composed music of Karazhan, someone tried to copyright that. I do not. Oh, that's right. This thing. I tried to install Call of Elements. I haven't set it up yet, but it also does Monkey Quest for some reason. Anyway, so I'm not going to be playing Vrograg. I need to show you guys this. Actually, it'd probably be easier if I just do it this way. No, show own name. Does anyone notice it? I was I'm pretty under control now, but I was pretty close to crying when I got this. Evan, apparently it is now. Now, when I say I'm spoiled, let me make it clear that I have 2 titles. So I can literally put this in to be like, I'm doing news right now, very official business, when I'm just fishing. Fish Slayer. Also, I can be Storm Wheeled or Aura Mortal. I didn't know that back in 2021 when I started playing this is what my life would be. But I love it. I can be none. I can also be none. But none just clears out my title. Shagu? I'm not in control of that. I could petition to get maybe Torta to give you, if you want Fish Slayer, I would feel fine sharing it with you. All right, sorry. That's what I had to show you on Vrograg. I'm very touched. I don't even know if I feel like Torta sometimes just does stuff and doesn't consult anyone. It's something that I both love and am frustrated about with her at times. Because she'll have really good ideas and then do them, and then sometimes like, yeah, that's kind of a half-baked idea, wasn't it? So yeah, what I want to do today, let me just get rid of game for a second. I will be right back to the game. I just don't want to show off my account name. Because cybersecurity starts at the home. Lizzie Babs, you know about Vrograg, right? I made Vrograg for the Gnomish Cosmonaut Court for an RP event of theirs because it was like gnomes only. So I made Vrograg. Everett, I wouldn't know. All right, so I need to get into the Tower of Karazhan. I need to get attuned. Let's see here. Is this where the quest starts? No, it's a different quest, isn't it? Not on Shibiji, Haxer. People wanting me to go on my mage was very last minute. I'm attuned on Obamswoman. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That's on me. That's on me. Hold on. Oh, actually, it sounds up a little bit, but. Hold on, we're going for a trip. Whee! Going up there. Wait, why isn't it showing now? Huh? Did it disappear for you guys too? Hold on. What just happened? All I did was just try to put it in windowed mode. Will it work now? Wow, that's so annoying. Okay, hold on. I'm relogging. So it starts at, does anyone remember how to check? I have PF quest. I think I can check to see if I've started the quest, right? That's what you need to do. I think I know how to do this now. So I get that. Okay, why aren't you accepting that this is Turtle WoW? Hold on. I think I broke it somehow. I suppose I could just make another game. Hold on. I listen, I put OBS through a lot, so it's fine. Okay. Let me try to change scenes. Maybe that'll make a difference. I might not be able to play because the game. OBS, why do you do this to me? It was fine until I had to make it not fine. Okay, we're gonna put it there. I might have to play like this for no reason. I'm still checking to see if I can fix it. I'm pretty sure I did have it installed, Haxer. I'll have to check. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to, because the only other thing I could do is close down OBS and refresh that. Oh, isn't there a way to like? Oh, Axon Punker, thank you for the follow. Isn't there like a way to flush the cache? You know what? I shouldn't do that while streaming. I guess we're playing from the news desk, everyone. We're playing from the news desk. Not how I thought I'd be playing the game. All right, so let's see. So it's like PF quest. Yes, it's slash DB query. You guys can't see this, but slash DB query. Query. A total of 298 quests have been marked as completed. Neat. Now what do I ask? Nazi, why would you... You know that I can't look at Discord when I'm streaming, because when I do that, I get distracted. Now you've told me. Hold on. I have no idea what's going on with that. Hold on. I'm trying to find this ping from a longtime watcher who I respect, but I'll tell you what, if this is dumb, I'm putting you in timeout. What? Okay, okay. Things are making a lot more sense now. I'm like, huh, kind of like stream's kind of popping off. That's kind of weird. Okay. Does anyone remember what the command is to see if it started the quest? I cannot remember what the name of that quest is. It's like, oh, it's probably the Tower Karazhan, isn't it? I think it's the Tower Karazhan. Yeah, I don't lay fish. I slay fish. It is an important distinction. By the way, I mean, just take a chance. You might want to look at Shagu's donation page if you want. All right, I'm going to go to the database, Turtle WoW database. I linked you the quest in Whisper. You can just click it and it will show. Oh, let's go, Shagu, let's go. It says I've already done this quest. Hey, I've done the quest. Okay. So how far have I gone? That's the question, right? That's the burning question in everyone's mind. So what was it? It was the key to Karazhan. Okay. Check my key ring. Good idea. Who had that nice idea? Shagu? You guys see why Shagu's the GOAT? He gives me the secret sauce. DB and then just do Karazhan. Okay. Quests. I'll just show it. Alright, I've done that quest. I've done this quest. Could someone tell me why only Alliance has 3? Does anyone know why? That's really weird. The Depths of Karazhan, right? No. Wait. That's different. I think. Alright, this one says I don't have this quest. Yeah, it looks like it diverges out. So I did part 2, right? So sorry, let me center this a little bit. So we've done that quest. Bring the key back to Lord Ebonlock. Who's Ebonlock? Is anyone? Is that the guy who's out by wetlands? I think it is. Lord Ebonlock. Database, super helpful. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, in Theramore. I have Jose saying he's in Kara 10. Well, so again, it says I did this. Let me check my bags, maybe? So it'd be like key. Key? No, what about here? Just check keyring. I have 2 keys. This is my trash mage. I never take her seriously. I literally have Mr. Bigglesworth in tier 3, but I haven't gotten revered with Zandalar tribe for role-playing reasons. Okay, so alright, okay, so I have no quest though for him. Like, you'd think I would have picked up the follow-up, you know what I mean? And then when I do the command to do DB Karazhan, so I did this, that's great. And then part 3 says quest start the cook. This looks like this is the third part. You pick quest from cook inside. Oh. So doing that quest makes it available? Okay. Who wants to do a keratin? Keratins? Imagine? Yeah, by the way, for some reason, my game will not show up on this scene in particular. It will not show up. It'll show up here. I don't know why. Let me see here. I'm gonna try to make this screen a little bigger for you guys. Oh, that's what I'll do. Okay, I figured it out. Not that it's my favorite thing, but I can just do a display capture. Top screen, baby. Okay, there we go. And because it's in windowed mode, just make that a little bit smaller. And then we zoom that up. And then we're going to be a little off center, but it's okay. All right. Wait a minute. Where did I go? Do you guys know I've been doing this for years? Hey, there's everything. I could probably turn off the news ticker. No. Probably don't need any of that. Okay. Is everything where it's supposed to be? No. All right. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think I can get a Kara run going? Do you think it's worth? What gear am I wearing? What am I? I was not planning on doing this. Okay. Well, I kind of was, but I didn't think it would go this great. So I kind of have gear on for farming. Okay, that's good. Shibiji is such a messed up character. You guys don't understand. Like, I've thrown her randomly at raids for like 3 years. And she just picks up random stuff, and then I don't use her again for 6 months. So making sense of where she's at with gearing is very difficult to do. She has about every boot in the world, though. Don't I have the, where's that? I'm trying to remember the name of... Is it Inferno? You know, this chat's going to bother me, too. Great. I'm super glad there was a server announcement for us for a super scuffed stream. Okay, I guess we'll take you just whoop. Like nothing happened. No, I have to get rid of my little guy. So I'll put him over here. He's okay. Okay, the chat has been saying a lot of stuff and I am not paying attention to that. I am about to pay attention though. Don't you worry. Okay. What do you... Oh, no. Chat's all going off reservation here. Did I do that? No, that didn't work. Okay. There it is. Okay. I have a lot of people offering help. That's good. Drazen, no. They only got 4 bosses in. And even those bosses, I don't even know if they'll be able to do them again. Lax Elves? Probably, but I need to get my gear situated. I need to look proper. Want to sell help for 36 slot bag? Also, look, I was so clearly farming. Okay. All right. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna start a group. Little Karen. Wait, did Little Karen? Yeah. Okay, so Peepopo, I want you to know, I did explain that this mage, I've just thrown her at random raids. She's never gotten like a good trinket. She has this Mind Quickening Gem. She has Draconic Confused Emblem. She has Mr. Bigglesworth. All right. Sorry, I was mentioning you, little Karen, in case you wanted to come. If you want to do Kara 10, shoot me a whisper and we'll start rounding up the wagons. I could Axon. I could use a cleared ID. But there's a lot of fun content. Maybe I want to play the game, okay? Crap, what spec am I? Oh, this is a curse spec. Oh, this is not. Okay. Well, we gotta fix that. Oh, okay. Lizzie Babs, if that's the case, go to bed. Is this my fire spec? Yeah, it's gotta be. It's always so loud. Bregorn, it might not happen. I'm not getting a lot of whispers or anything. That's okay though. Oh, Larithiel, I'm in what's the name? The Second Gurubashi Empire. It's an RP group. I mean, pretty much Italo. Okay. Guinevere. Hello. Oh. Lorethiel, I'm sorry. I thought you knew me from like Blackwing Guard. Yeah. Hold on. Let me. Do I even have? Okay. I had to turn off guild chat when I was doing a raid with Shibiji. Hold on. Hello, Mons. This be Shibiji. We need big bads to take some heads in Kawazan. Let me know if you want to crump. like everyone's upset that I have a Dire Maul trinket. By the way, it's actually not bad. It has 23 spell damage. That's not terrible. Also, I remembered the name of the boots that I want. I still have them. It's the blistering boots. I have them. Blister. There they are. I think my Enigma boots are better, but I like these. Also, those have frost damage on them, so they're kind of useless to me. All right. All right. Get on to game and help Vrograg. I don't know, Laxalva. I mean, listen, it's not a big deal if people don't want to. Ice cream, you get it. Okay, I'll put on like there. Now everyone can look. I have like normal trinkets. Yep, I have this unenchanted. Got this. I just got this. I don't know. Oh, you're supposed to be something else. I have the ZG wand. Oh, geez. And my keybinds are all messed up, too. Oh, man. Yee! Oh, you interrupted me? How rude. Okay. Very confused. Oh, I know. Okay, so I'm fire, so I can just do this. Okay. Unfortunately, this spec does not show where my pyroblast is. That's not good. You guys do realize I did all my stream prep on doing the live news reading and not this. If it wasn't abundantly clear. We'll get rid of that. Lovely. Oh, this is... Oh, cool. Do I partake in the wacky tobacco? I do not. I'm a truck driver by trade, and we regularly get tested. I use other mind-altering substances, but I don't promote that to people out there because it's a slippery slope out there, and it's a dangerous world. And I think people should look after their mental well-being as best they can. But in general, I wouldn't promote one particular cure more than the other, just because it's kind of hazardous, you know. And I don't want that on my karma that like I encourage someone to do something and then they get sick or addicted or something. Well, thank you. Yeah, I have like a regular full-time job. This is a lot of what I do with my off time. All right. When you like EDM? What? I like EDM. I'm not like a fan. I know a bunch of artists, but I do listen to EDM every now and then when I'm doing some driving to make the minutes pass. Okay. So we have me, Vrograg, and Ivany. There's 3 of us. We could do all sorts of stuff. But we can't do Kara, and that's okay. We could probably 3-man a dungeon. I'm trying to think. Let me feel it out. Vrograg says we can do Kara 10 no problem. Vrograg, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? With 3 people? I don't think we can. I mean, hold on. Ivany, I don't know where you are. Are you even close? I don't know how good of a healer Ivany is. Or how geared, even. Oh, sorry, Guinevere. I am just sorry. With my stream, what you guys see on stream is exactly what I see, so I can't see whispers and stuff. So oh, okay. Vrograg, maybe we can just beat Kara with 1 billion paladins. Oh, yeah, that's true. Italo, that's right. We can probably clear trash just to get to the guy. Oh, no, Ivany, are you in trouble? Hey, Shield! By the way, Shield, I changed my script a little bit. I did say that I was going to link to your stream. If you're curious about why that isn't in the stream, it's because I chop up my stream later to make a video. The link will be on that. Everyone, that's DJ Shield, who was in the news this week for breaking the radio. Hello, Fragul. That's a good name. I don't know why I was moving. I think I was concerned someone was getting hurt. No, it's all good, Nazi. I think we're gonna try to clear to that guy. Wait, is Vrograg inside? Vrograg, you're in Stratholme. Vrograg. Okay, you're good. I would help teleport you around, but I can't. Oh, hey, yeah. So, this is much more, I'm not really making content as much as I'm just hanging out after I do the news. I was chatting with everyone. I usually answer questions, if anyone has any questions. Oh, while we're waiting, that reminds me. Did I show you guys the sketch I had for... Sketch. I'm not an artist. My proposal for Dreamscale? I can't remember if I did on stream or not. But guess what? You're going to see it. Whether you want to or not. Where is it? Oh, maybe I didn't save it? Ooh, that's bad. You guys ever done that where you make something and you forget to save it? No, it's got to be here. It's got to be here. It's not here. Oh, wait, no, it is. Okay, sorry. It's right here. This is going to be Dreamscale. See, it has like a little glow on it. Because right now, Dreamscale's this. And so it looks just like Juju Power. That's what I was doing, Feronia. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So I have that one down. If there's any more icons you guys want me to touch up, look at, try to have change, just item icons. Just item icons for now. That's been my main thrust. We're only going for that. Also, if anyone is new here, which might be the case, I take requests for AI music if you're really nice or you have a good idea. I generally can be talked into most bad ideas, and I probably have an opinion on almost any WoW related thing you can talk about. All right, Nazi, that's it. This is the. Let me ask you a question, Nazi. You're asking, okay, give full context. Nazi asks, why was the Northern Art Herbal Tea changed to a non-tea looking icon? Let's chat about that. Let's chat. Okay, so. I think I still had the brown mug here. Because I listen. No, maybe I did submit it. It's just a brown mug now. All right. So if you look right here, I think I have one. Oh, I had one. All right. Do you guys see this Northernar herbal tea? This it's a water skin right now. Do you guys see that? Okay. So that's Nazi's asking why that was changed. Let me just bring up something here. Northernar herbal. Okay. This was the previous icon, okay? We all on board with that? Whether you like it or not, that's not the question. You guys understand what the change was? It went from this to this green water skin. Okay. So the question was, why was the Northernar herbal tea changed to a non-tea looking icon? All right, here's why I wanted to have it changed. This icon is the same as this. If you are a rogue, this is annoying. This is very, very, very annoying. So that's why number one. Why number two? Like, put a 1 in chat if you've ever gone hiking. Just put a 1 in chat if you've ever hiked in your entire life. All right, we got some hikers. I've done a good amount of hiking. All right, there we go. So, here's the follow-up question. Would you hike with an open mug of hot water? Oh, wait. I will personally say I would not, because I will spill it. So, Nazi, to answer your question, the reason I change it is because no one is running into combat with an open mug. And Northernar tea is used in like high combat situations. Like, oh, man, I see a little bit more health. Like a little bit more health. Oh, man, just need some mana to make it through this fight. A water skin now. Now that is a practical adventuring and hiking piece of gear. You can have some nice herbal tea that you can put in a water skin. Let it cool down. You can even be warm. You can have an insulated water skin, and then boom. You keep moving on with your life. Now, it's not just you, Nazi. I think it's only the British who have complained about this. I think they like their tea. Anyway, that's your answer. Well, that's why I didn't think it was that big of a deal if it lost its teacup status. Also, we have another tea with a teacup. We have the tea with sugar. So, like, it's not that important. Economy, that's actually why I went with the water skin route. I'm like, well, that's kind of like, you can't really have a thermos, so let's just do a water skin. That was one of the more weird chapters, Nitsuke, when in Tolkien, right, Frodo he's at his wit's end, and Shelob's right around the corner, and he pulls out his mithril thermos, and he opens up and he drinks some of the water from Lady Galadriel. Kanamu, why have I not reskinned Thistle Tea? How dare you? How dare you? That is a legacy. That is tradition. Rogues have used that since time immemorial, aka 20 years ago. So, if you want to point fingers at me, I want to point fingers back at who's the real villain, okay? Because like a year and a half, 2 years ago, Nordinar Herbal Tea didn't exist. The team made that exist, and you know what they did? When they needed to get an icon, they reused Thistle Tea. That was a bad move. That was a bad move, team. You can't do that. That's rogues. Rogues have that icon. I'm sorry. Those are the rules. So part of it, so a little less joking. So part of my reasoning, anytime I change an icon, if either one of the items was popular to use, one of them would keep their icon. And I usually bore in mind how long it's had that icon mixed with how often it's used. So in the tie between Nordinar Tea and Thistle Tea, I gave it to Thistle Tea because it's been that way for so long. No. Because a Kanamu, I'm trying not to change everything. The name of the project was Vrograg's Icon Differentiation Project. The goal is to make things look different when they have the same icon, not to make all of them different. Otherwise, you get stuff like my mistake with Distilled Wisdom. I should probably check. Oh, make it a raid. Got it. Sorry, my bad. Let me give you guys all, promote all of you. Bregor knows all about this. That if you group with me on stream, I'm not paying attention to you. So Nazi says, can we make all the greater protection potions have the same icon type? Just different colors, please? So this gets into one of my other axioms about like what I attempted to do. I tried to maintain as much of the what vanilla was as possible, where necessary. So, here's a good example. Every single flask has that triangular bottle shape, except for one. Almost every single greater protection potion has that same shape, except for two. So what I tried to do is keep them in the same shape, but make their colors different. Yeah, Nitsuke. Yeah. Actually, can I tell you guys too? I forgot that some of them had changed. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember doing that. So Jonas has a good question. Love the new flask of chromatic resistance icon. That's not the question. Yeah. How come the buff it gives doesn't use that icon? So I've talked about this a little bit before, but the main goal of what I was trying to do is to make items in your bag be differentiated much more easily. So you knew at a glance what you were looking at. You wouldn't have to spend extra time mousing over them, seeing which one was which, etc., right? So messing with the spell database is like a different thing. Devs have told me it's not that big of a deal, but I wanted to keep things as simple as possible. When and if the team lets me like push for more and more icon differentiation, I'm going to ask that the icons that I did change have the buffs changed as well. So there's that. But here's the thing. When you drink a buff, it's not like you can still mouse over it at that point. It's not like you're not left without. You're not in a situation where you might accidentally click a lip when you meet a Titans. But that is something that I want to do for the future. All mushroom icons look the same now? Huh? All mushroom icons look the same? That... They shouldn't. I know I have... We have to wait for another patch, I think, for some of the icon changes to go in. But I think the current ghost mushroom is this. But I think for this is going to be the new ghost mushroom. Yeah, I mean, it's... So, Lax, part of it, too, is that if I went through every single item, it would take forever. Now, let me show you guys a really good example. So, sometimes that does happen, where there's just overused icons, but oftentimes the things that they're used for aren't of consequence. So, let's go to Iron Ration. Here's a really good example. These are all battleground foods. They use this icon, right? Now, this icon is used in additional stuff in Turtle WoW, but let me take you a step further. I'm gonna look at this item. So this is how many things this thing is used for. Conjured Pumpernickel. It doesn't look like Pumpernickel. Dusky Crab Cakes doesn't look like a crab cake. Also doesn't look like a crab cake. Moist cornbread. Maybe. Doesn't really look like cornbread. And then it's used for 4 battleground foods. So this one was one of the ones that kind of stuck out to me. But if I look at Moral, like the spongy Moral, this icon is used a couple times. There's not many mushrooms that get overused, generally. Right, Feronia? Feronia is talking about the cornbread. By the way, so one complaint, and this is fair. Having Haxer, I'm submitting new ones. So like icons like this, for instance, they look very sharp. Hold on. You see how sharp that looks? And many of the icons in the game don't look this sharp, and it's a little jarring for people. So what I've done is... Let's see where is that same one? You see how it's a little bit more faded and blurred? Like most icons in the game have that. So I'm doing stuff like that. But yeah, there is cornbread right here. Looks like it has like maybe a little butter on top. And what was the... Oh yeah, these are... I think I mentioned this one. These are going to be the juicy ripe melon. Exactly, Lax. Well, you know what? I said this all along. It's people in the community that have helped me come to that conclusion, because I didn't really think about it until someone's like, they look out of place, like they're too sharp. Sometimes criticisms can be constructive, so. Yes, Akanamu. That is correct. All right. Is my group doing anything? Brigorn, I'm sorry. Are we doing this? Are we doing this? We have a healer. We have a tank. I mean, I just have to get to the quest giver. Can we get to the quest giver? I can give you guys oranges once we get inside. I can provide that. Think of all the money we'll make. Yeah, let's run it. All right. I am putting down the holy melons. I was thinking oranges and I said melon. There it is. Come and get it, you mana batteries. Night crawlers. Yeah, Nightcrawler. Maybe. Okay. Come on, click it. Don't you want oranges? That's not a bad idea, though. I'll look into that one, Ruckangren. Oh yeah, I need to do the other thing, the other part of my glass kit. And we're all smart now. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to double check that I have everything. Oh, I didn't get my wand, my Touch of Chaos. Not that it's super necessary, but... touch, there it is. Okay, and all right, I think I'm good. I got my brimstone staff. I have my my coked out vice police detective uniform on. I'm ready. I know, I love Brigorn. Brigorn's the best. So, you know, just mark up what you want killed. And I'll see what I can do. I don't see a mark, so I'm just gonna take a chance. Oh, I do have combustion. I should use that. Oh, wait. I'm in charge of curses. I forgot. No, my keybinds are all messed up. Oh, there's this many guys. I'm gonna waste this mind quickening gem. Yeah, I love being a troll. Trolls are great. And since I'm a mage, I could sit back and chat to you guys. You guys want to see the pyro? Oh no, it'd be a waste to do a pyroglass at this point. Save you a couple arcane essences. John, listen, man, we all been there. We all been there, man. Oh, I have to do my curse thing. Evidently, according to this book, I'm supposed to decurse things. All right, I'm gonna wait till I get to the 5 stacks of hot streak, and then I'm gonna. Oh, here it is. All right, here we go. We're going to see the quickest pyroblast ever. Whoop! That's such a cool thing. I like that. It's not much, but at least it lets you use pyroblast every now and then. All right, I'm going to eat oranges. Clear casting procced, and he's not using it for Blizzard. That's true. That is what I should do. I'm actually a little rusty on Mage, as I've been playing Elemental Shaman for so long. Can I polymorph these guys? Oh, I can polymorph them. Look at that. Oh, I gotta... Where is he? I'll actually give him the full 5 stacks so that he's dead just in time. There it is, yeah. Ooh, I should probably be, maybe a threat meter? Yeah, I'll find out when it's too late. Yikes. Can't help but notice we have someone dead. Should I be concerned? All right. L. Oh, you know what? That's a cleave, isn't it? Are we kiting? Daffod, if you're curious, I think it's just called Trinket. Trinket. Yeah? Yeah, Trinket menu. You know, Vrograg, if you let me polymorph one, we wouldn't have had that issue. Just saying. Oh, I should release. Oops. You're still fighting? Yeah, Daffod, if you're looking for add-ons to use, for right now, your best bet is to just Google Turtle WoW add-on wiki. There's a wiki page that has like all of the ones that community members have made sure at least work. You can find most of what you need. The hard part is finding out which ones are like useful still. So a lot of times you have to reach out to people in the community to find out what's best. And everyone, like, people have different opinions too, so. Oh yeah, Fish, if you want in, whisper me or Vrograg or this lovely Ivany. Ivany's been very nice. Or Guinevere. She's hitting stuff with a big mallet. Love that. Love that for us. Guinevere, I'm a big fan of your big old mace. Yeah, son, I don't know what part of the quest I'm on, but people that have done the quest enough are here to help guide my dumb brain. Daffod, actually, you know what? You're talking to the right person. Haxor's the right person to ask. Haxor, by the way, if you don't realize in chat, that Haxor's the guy that made the launcher. So don't bombard him with questions. He's still a human, but you know. Oh, I should give everyone the buff. I forgot to do my job. Very common for me. Thank you, Snare, for the follow. I saw like the I think it was Streamlabs sent me a thing to should like, you got a lot of followers during that crazy world's first stream. It was that they got like 13,500% more followers on that stream than any other stream. I remember I had to shut off announcements. Okay. Now, Vrograg, if you have me polymorph one, because that's the thing I can do. I got the pig, which is it's probably really my favorite polymorph. Turtle's good. It's just a flex though, but I like the pig. No, I can't because I think it auto-filtered your Imgur. Okay. All right, check this out. See this guy right here? Oh, wait, where is that guy? All right, let me see if I can pull him. All right, good luck. Nope, that was the sneaky guy. We have to do our best to kill the Darkcaster. There it is. I'll keep an eye. How long do you have? You have 30 seconds. I'm gonna re-up right after this guy. Okay, another 50 seconds. Wait, why are you going over there? You're gonna pop it. You fool. Can I stop him from casting? That guy's not dying. Just killing him with Scorch. Alright. Thank you, DJ Shield. Thanks for dropping by. Everyone say goodnight to DJ Shield. He had like a record show yesterday. Made management freak out that they didn't have what it takes to handle such music prowess. Oh no, Nitsuki, I'm drunk with power. I can get you guys to do anything? Also, I want to point out that Guinevere's doing a little RP. I respect it. I just go where my tank goes. Where did my tank go? Oh, my tank's already fighting stuff. That's what tanks do, I feel. That's the one. Any secret areas in Kara 40 Mark should be looking for? Probably? I guess we gotta clear more of it to know. Blackwing Guard's Kara prog didn't go nearly as well as your guilds. Oh, jeez. Shill, I could never imagine doing that. Asking World Chat to put a plus in chat. You see this man? This is the man I follow. I don't even know what he wants with me. I'm just here. Oh, Brigorn needs the shaman. Can't do anything without the shaman, huh? I like shaman. Now, how far is the shaman? Oh, like right here. Okay. That's Fish. That's a friend of mine from Blackwing Guard. Yes, Feronia, you found me out. I get to play when my wife's away. When did I become a sergeant? What? No kidding, huh? Oh, look at this guy. He's all by himself. He's all by himself. He needs to die. Yee! Yeah, she won't be back. She'll actually be back pretty soon. Oh no. That means I have to wrap it up. Like I thought we'd already be done Kara by now, guys. Yeah, that's a custom technique that I learned a while ago, Benjamin. Like it's kind of hard to pull off pulls that good, but I just kind of do it. A Zephyrian girdle? Oh, look at that. Neat. Yeah, do you see my mana? Do you see my mana? What do you want me to do for you? Really, Feronia? Oh, hey, look, it's Sunfish. Oh, wow, an elemental shaman. They're the best. Oh, you should probably put the... What happened? Yee! Why do I have one guy on me? Oh no! This is the worst! Well... What happened? Well, yeah, Feronia, we tried doing... the Tower Karazhan. We wanted to try doing Blind Prog. We probably could have got the first boss. We didn't because we didn't have a full 40. And you kind of need a full 40, so. Rock Hankrin, you make me giggle. Man, I just wanted to get the quest for the Tower Karazhan. Someone said I need to go to the cook. We're not even going there. Oh, I don't know. Are we going there? Someone tell me. Because I actually don't know. Okay, so this is the way. Because I need like part 3, I think. Wait, did other people live? Or am I just really far behind? Okay, yeah, I mean, it's very true. I am very distracted. Pretty much doing any content with me is just like a death sentence. Oh, wait, who do you want me to poly? I can help. Let me help. Pregorn, let me help. I'm a mage. I want to help. No, you didn't let me help. You monster. It's because you have to consecrate everything, isn't it? Paladins want one thing, and it's disgusting. Who am I shooting? This guy. Sunfish, how are you liking Elemental? Have you been playing it much? Am I out of the loop? On a scale of 1 to it's perfect and you better answer perfect, do you like Elemental Shaman? By the way, for anyone, listen, generally I block like my chat and stuff. I want you to know that Ivany and Guinevere are like pumping up each other with their outfits. I like that kind of positivity. Oh, I should probably get some oranges in. Oh, it's one of the alphas. I hate these alpha male influencers. He's gonna tell me about how like all I need to do is just neg women in order to make them like me. When like this is gonna sound really crazy. If there are any women other than Feronia, as I bet you Feronia would probably agree with this too, but like the real cheat code to women, this is free love advice. Treat them like humans. Now hear me out. If you just treat them like they're like a person, you're halfway in. And I don't mean that. No, God, what did I say? No, but like literally, like that's. It's like part of it. Okay, see, Nazi, you get it. Cause like, you know, if you're hetero, I mean, I suppose if you're gay and you're into women too, you might bump into this. You might have a more shared experience though to understand the world through, but the point stands. I think from being married to one for a very long time, it's very difficult for women to try to speak to men when they're not sure if they are an object to them, if they might get assaulted by them, if they need to be scared of them. So like, if you speak to them like they're humans, you can put them at ease. It's crazy because you never think about that stuff. In my experience, I don't have to think about that a lot as a guy, but like, it goes a long way. Right, Nazi? I've been out of the game for a while. Raukangren, that's right, yes. Because the alpha male influencers tell you have to reverse gaslight them into liking you. Because, I mean, it's not crazy. Like, you wouldn't be, as a guy, you wouldn't want to be reverse gaslit into liking a woman. So just don't do that. By the way, to the ladies, I want to hear some of your feedback on this. Only because I think some of you might be interested in this, but oh, is this the guy I have to talk to? That the cook. Thank you. All right, we'll do this. So, I'm pulling Vrograg. Prepare yourself. Let's go. It worked. All right, so I've been working with Murog. Not working. We have this idea for like almost like a podcast show we'd want to do for the radio. Murog she's like a marriage and family therapist. And she often remarks at how oftentimes the people she deals with in Turtle WoW seem to have a lot of difficulties with social interactions. And I'm like, man, if we could be like a couple and do like a dating advice show mixed with like just like a how to be a person show. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm like, that would be so cool. So we're actually like, we're working on that. I'm not even joking. I think only Feronia knows what Murog sounds like. Maybe some of you others do. If you watch my content enough, you've probably heard Murog yelling in the background. I think this is the one I gotta talk to. This is the cook. The cook. There it is. Hey, thanks, guys. I can continue my quest. What do I have to do? Is this hard? The cook. So... Oh, okay. Yep, I think I know what to do. What does she... What What she does outside of WoW is her business. She does not need it in game as well. Get churros. Sorry. Jeez, that's kind of crazy. I have to wrap up soon, guys. Murag's gonna be home imminently, and you know what? If I'm home and like I hug her when she gets home, I get like brownie points. Little trick. Not a well-known fact. Those brownie points, you can cash them in for brownies. Do with that knowledge what you will. Daffod, honestly, that I want to make the radio as much as like the radio as it can be. My idea was for you'd have to be kind of my age to remember this, but the old radio show called Loveline, which was a radio show. Eee, suspenders. Of course. All right. Thank you, Brigorn, Sunfish, Ivany, Guinevere. I can continue my quest. You guys are great. Thanks for helping me. And right after this, gonna edit down the video, get it all prepared for like a release. I'll probably release it later tonight. A couple of people I want to thank: Shiel, who dropped by; Shagu, who I hope isn't bad. I think he's European. Shagu, as always, you're amazing. If you watch this later, Haxer, thanks for hanging out, answering a couple questions about the launcher. To whichever deranged person in management thought to plug my stream when I'm literally just goofing off, thanks. Either way, I appreciate the extra exposure, and I like chatting to you guys and giving you all a feel and a vibe for how Turtle WoW is. Never feel afraid to reach out at Vrograg on Discord if you have any questions, any news tips. And yeah, enjoy your time. So I'll do my normal sign-off thing. Be good. Be good to one another. Be good to yourself. When you're playing video games, keep in mind the object is to have fun. So if you're not doing that, reconsider your actions. And as always, remember, the deadliest weapon is knowledge. Bye, guys.